Wednesday. You're watching DC News Now, the news at noon. It is a warm one at that. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Shanika Grimshaw.
And I'm Mark Hall.
And I'm meteorologist Damon Matson.
So how about those temperatures today? I mean, I know the temperatures are climbing, but today, I mean, we're in the upper 50s, Damon. Leaving the house? No.
Well, we're not quite there, but the fact that you think it's already warm is amazing. That's great news.
And you know why? That speaks lots of volume, right? Because of what we've experienced. I keep saying it. It almost feels like PTSD.
It's been a ride. It's just been a roller coaster ride, as far as this weather. And
it has.
I don't know if we're going up now or we're getting ready to go back down again or whatever the case may be.
I mean, we're still generally going up. I think that's at least the positive in all of this. But it might be a slow go for some of us. But hey, we're still just improving. That's what matters. And that spring-like feel is going to be more common, even though we are still battling against this very unsettled pattern that we've had basically since the start of March. Now, yesterday late going into last night, it was just rain that we were dealing with since temperatures have been slowly on the rise, and a healthy amount of rain at that. Now, we generally found some higher totals across our northern counties, closer to a quarter to a half an inch just in the last 24 hours. But then when you add on some of that, freezing rain, other precipitation that we picked up over the last 2 days, many of us are approaching a half an inch total, if not closer to 3/4 of an inch in and around the DC metro area. And it's definitely a bit of a nuisance being so damp out there, but overall it's not heavily impactful. And as we move about our Wednesday, we're not seeing widespread steady rain any longer, but scattered showers do remain in place up across north central Maryland, Frederick, Carroll, and Howard counties, even parts of Montgomery right now, seeing some of those scattered showers. We have a little bit more activity back toward the Blue Ridge that will drift toward the DC metro, but there is going to be a lot more dry time in between those scattered showers, so just keep those umbrellas handy. Now, as far as our temperatures are concerned, we're making our way through the 50s, but if you go farther north and east, it's cooler. If you go farther south and west, it's warmer. There's going to be quite a spread across the area today, so it really does depend on exactly where you're at. But again, jumping into the 50s, that's still an improvement from the 40s that we saw yesterday. So overall, folks, we're going to continue to have that gray view, some showers in the mix, but when could we hit those 70s? That is still in play, Mark and Shanika. We'll have a look at that in your full forecast here in just a bit.
You always give us something to look forward to, Damon.
Hey, we're just we're loving the fact that March is just embracing the spring-like feel, it seems, to start out. So,
all right, thank you, my friend. We'll check back in just a bit. Well, as the war, Shanika, continues in Iran, it's certainly creating some concerns in the air across parts of the Middle East, which is prompting many Americans to rush home or certainly get out of that region. Last night at Dulles International Airport, travelers were arriving from Saudi Arabia and described really, a lot of the concerns that are taking place and even anxiety among passengers who were talking amongst each other on the flight. Take a listen.
I think I could feel a little tension. Everyone was just trying to leave, especially since they sent out that warning for U.S. citizens to come back. So I feel like everyone was in a little of a panic.
I had my kids with me as well. I would be concerned as well, but I think it was pretty safe over there. We didn't feel like we should be concerned over there yet.
Secretary of State Marco Rubio said that the U.S. Government is really working to increase transportation options for Americans still in that region. In the meantime, officials said that Americans still in the Middle East should register for travel alerts through the Smart Traveler Enrollment Program to receive the latest safety and travel updates. So again, Shanika, you could just imagine, for American citizens who are in that area, it has to be unnerving, unsettling, and not only for them, but for the folks that are directly impacted by what's going on. So, hopefully for those who are trying to get out, they can get out, and those who remain can be safe and get through this really tough time.
Yeah, I have a friend who, it was pretty much a close call situation where she was supposed to fly into Dubai, and that was last weekend. Of course, she woke up with a flight cancellation, and she was grateful that they've canceled the flight and things happened when they did during that time and not when she got there. That would have been devastating for her, I'm sure, and very scary for everyone just scrambling, trying to figure out how to get out of that country and back into your own country.
Yeah.
So our thoughts are with those folks who are trying to get back into the country. And in the district, Mark, one of the men who participated in the January 6th riots has been arrested after an investigation into an assault on the metro. Brian Bedenker had an arrest warrant filed in connection with an assault and battery offense. Just before midnight, Bedenker was arrested and charged with assault and battery, again, in connection with this assault in Silver Spring. And that was at the Clarendon Metro Station at around 10 p.m. on March 1st. The arrest comes after videos circulated on social media showing a man touching a woman's hair on the transit system. Take a listen.
It's very disturbing because he's been doing really weird, creepy behavior just to me and to my friends for years now, and now it's escalating to random young girls.
And Chapman says he violated the anti-stalking order multiple times. She says he was sent back to jail for making threats at Wheaton Metro Station to assault her friend, and he was released just 4 months ago. She wants other women to know to remain vigilant and speak up when something like this happens.
Let's head over to Maryland, Shanika. Families are still without heat after gas explosion in Beltsville that happened on Friday. On Tuesday, Washington gas crews were still working to restore service to many who said that they are struggling to stay warm. So far, service has been restored to over 50% of the affected customers, and the Washington Gas employee was hurt in the explosion on Friday, and Washington Gas said that it started when crews damaged the service line, sparking that fire, those smoke and flames that you see right there. Service is expected to be fully restored in the next 24 to 48 hours.
And in some lighter news, have you been out recently to eat at any restaurant, brunch, lunch, dinner, or what?
Let me think. I was in
Baltimore, I think you said.
Yeah, it was Baltimore. Yeah.
Baltimore. Okay. Did you enjoy it?
I did. I really did. It was just kind of good just to be out. But yeah.
Do you
no,
remember
it was
the
nice.
name of the restaurant?
No.
Okay.
It was kind of a fancy name. It wasn't Chuck or Dave's. That's for sure.
Yeah, but you know what? Look, Chuck or Dave's, sometimes the hole in the walls are the best type of food.
It's a good point.
Yes,
it really
is.
is.
But yeah, you got to have your lavish dinner every once in a while. Was it a rooftop or what?
No, it was it was not at a rooftop.
Okay,
but
so
it was nice. It
was.
really was. It was
Okay.
In the Harbor East area.
Yeah. Okay. I went to what was it called? Black Swan. Yeah, Black Swan, and that was it was pretty good. I tried a restaurant in Baltimore. Not bad at all. But I don't get to Baltimore often.
Neither do I.
But when I do go, yes, I try to try something. Something that I can't get in DC.
Which is tough to do.
It is tough.
But you find a way, right?
You find a way. You always find a way.
Yeah.
And looking ahead, there are more ways. Foodies in the DMV, they can support small businesses while trying new restaurants during Fairfax County's Restaurant Week. So Fairfax County has a restaurant week. There are 25 restaurants participating, and that event runs through March 8th. So make sure you go check it out. Yeah, maybe it's something that we should do. Hey, look, it's 4 more days.
Take advantage of it, right?
Yeah, let's take advantage
And we
of
know
it.
that the weather's going to get even nicer.
Yes, outside seating, that has to be really good. Really, really good. All right, so let's talk about the district. Nerds for Literacy, that's a charity initiative focused on bringing books to kids in underfunded schools and libraries. And we have organizer Tony Weaver. He's a part of putting this free book event together, and that's going to be today. That's going to be at the DC Public Library Martin Luther King Jr. Memorial Library, and that is at 3:30 today. Again, nerds know more than anyone else, and they're saying that's life-changing. You can read different books, and it's just good to get the children into different books there. And hey, it's free. Everyone likes free. And so make sure you support. If you do have time, you can go to the Martin Luther King Jr. Memorial Library location, and that is at 3:30 today.